Enshrouded has just released an update that will change the game forever, with new resources, new enemies to fight, and water. Yes, you heard that correctly. The water in this game will change everything you know about survival games in the future. The team over at Keen Games, the developers of Enshrouded, have sponsored me to make this video and show you everything that's involved in this update. So if you haven't got your hands on a copy of Enshrouded, you need to do so now so you can experience it for yourself. Click my link in the description, go to the store and get a copy. But for now, sit back and relax while I show you a sneak peek of some of the new things that are implemented in Enshrouded. Welcome homies and homettes, we are in Enshrouded. And I've been challenged by the devs to play this game and check out all the new features that have been updated with the Way of the Water update. Now there's a whole new section of this map that we need to explore, and I'm going to show you guys how to get there. Now, first things first, our starting zone is just down here to the left. Everyone knows this, well, this is where you start. Once you progress through the game quite a little bit, which most people have, you're going to come over to the Ancient Spire in the Nomad Highlands, which is where we are right now. Then from here, there's the Ancient Spire. We're going to scroll up a little bit further. We're looking for this, the passage to Vale Water Basin, which is just to the northeastish a bit. Make a waypoint right here, mark it on our map, and we're just going to fly straight in this direction. I can't live without the updraft ability, so we're going to use that real quick. We land on this path. This will probably be a pretty easy path to follow to get to our destination. Get rid of the kitty cats, and from here, where is it? We're just gonna cut our way up into this mountain, I believe. Then we find this little entry part here. It's like a little broken down castle. I believe we're gonna have to fight some people here. Fight a few enemies. Follow this all the way through, and then we should be passage to the Vale Water Basin. We're here, but we're not quite here, if I'm honest. There's still a little ways to go. My bad. You might be wondering, what do you mean, Aaron? Where do you mean you're not there yet? Still more enemies to go. I did not see him coming. My bad. Then we just keep moving. We're going to have to go into the Shroud. That's okay. We are good. We follow this all the way through. Just keep following the lights pretty much. Defeat the enemies. I assume you probably could glide all the way through here too if you wanted to. A lot of these enemies are like level 28 to 30, I believe. Like, what are you? 28. So you should be well above level to be able to take on everyone here. Stop running away. And he's dead. Make sure you come with a few health potions, maybe even like a timer flask so you can get some more time in the Shroud if need be. But as you might see, we have made it through to the other side. We are now in the Vale Water Basin. This is where you know that you're in the new area. Since it's all tropical landscapes and a whole new area, then we go into the new city. And this is where we're going to explore everything and test out the new testing stuff. Oh, there you go. You can already see there's level 37 enemies here. So we're jumping up quite a little bit in progression. This is called River Reach. Not a friendly domain if I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure there's some enemies in here. Oh, little rats. And honestly, that's as much as I know. Everything else from here on out, we're going to learn this together. But the devs were kind enough to hook me up with a playable character that was high enough level. They did give me a bunch of gear that I could choose from, but I want to kind of experience this kind of raw. Like, they were going to give me enough stuff to basically dominate, but I want to try and experience everything to the fullest. Like this thing right here, no. Yeah, so we got given some pretty decent legendary weapons. We got some legendary armors, which we'll check out. I did reskin them myself just because, you know, well, why not? So I like to personally play as a mage build. So the gear that we got on is all pretty high level gear, and there is a bunch of other like cool stuff. Obviously the theme in this area is very Aztec, very Mayan, which is kind of suiting considering I'm AronAztek. You get it. Yeah, anyways, we move on. But yeah, there's very much themed around that. But the biggest difference that we're going to try and witness is the new water mechanics. Now, there's a lot of swimming you can do in this game. There's a lot of you can actually use the water as like a tool. We got to watch out for these mines real quick. So that'll be something interesting to try and test out. And they've really changed the way that water physics work, and especially like really molding it together with a survival game so that there's a real like tool for it, real use for it. It's not just kind of living in the world. There's more uses than just it existing, which we're going to explore. Anyways, let's keep on moving. We don't need to go down there. We can just cut our way straight down to the water. Oh, there's a big crab. Dragon Dream Lake. I forgot to eat. Oh no, that's the new enemy too. Sand lizard dude. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I should have eaten. We're not a good level for a lot of this. Ah! Oh my lord. Okay, they're strong. They're strong. They're strong. We died. Okay, make sure that we eat. We eat some meat. All right. I made sure to reskill my character to kind of the way that I like to play and a few little skills. The character did come with different set of skills that currently isn't used, but I reskilled it to how I'm comfortable playing. Yeah, you can't get me from up here, boy. Yeah, it's just screwed now. Oh shit. My bad. My bad. I fell. Wow, they're strong. They're strong. They're way stronger than I am. I got this. I got this. We're good. Wait, my block did not work. Ooh-wee. You're a tough mama jama. We got some new ores. There's some new resources here. We can make some crab cakes. And I'll get my stuff back. Okay, so the swimming is a thing in this too. And apparently, I don't know how to dive. You can swim down. Which way is down? Okay, C is down. We can now swim underwater. Water wasn't really a thing in Enshrouded until recently. And bro, those swimming animation is actually dope. I ain't gonna lie. That swimming animation. What are those grids? Oh, they might be like buildable grids. I know we can build underwater. So my goal is to do some creative builds. I know you can build a waterfall. There's a whole bunch of things you can do. So like that waterfall is something we can create ourselves. Our oxygen meters at the top. How much of this area have we unlocked? There's something over here. Let's try and get over there. Is this a new resource? Oh crap. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Ooh, new law? No, not trying to sleep. No, not trying to sleep. We slept. Can we sleep through the night? Make it daytime again, please. Okay, there's a shroud right next to us. That's not fun. There we go. There we go. I'm all good. Okay, so that's all bone. What's this? Underwater mud. Okay, we might come back for that. Okay, we're not in a friendly area. This is a cool place though. Some water. So you can, I do know you can actually collect water and move it around the map. So if you wanted to, you don't actually have to have water. Like, you don't have to build on the water here. Oh, damn, what was that? I need a place to build a base. I kind of want to build in this little down here. But, like, is building there dangerous, though? Like, will those enemies respawn right at my base if I build down here? Oh, we collected a soul. I actually don't know what that means. Let's go find out what this mission is. Location reached. Now what? What's my quest? Oh, there's a toilet. Don't mind if I do. Oh shit! Uh-oh. Can you swim? I bet you can't. Ah, suckers, you can't swim. There we go. We wanted to learn that natural water dispenser. I actually don't know what my mission was. What do you want me to do right now? Search for clues to find the guiding soul. There it is. Summon and speak to the captain. Oh, this looks perfect. This looks absolutely perfect for a base. Look at this. This is just begging for a base, is it not? Nice. Flat land. Nice view of the water. Very, very manageable land. Doesn't seem to be any dangerous spawns around. I think we're going to keep this. We're going to leave a marker here as a possible base location. Right there. That's going to be a possible base location. We do want to be near water, though. That's the goal. We're going to go suss out a few other locations before we do this. Winter Brew's farm. What up, Brew? Okay, there's the shroud. Of course, there's a shroud here somewhere. It has to be. I like that spot a lot. You know what I mean, bruv? But we do want to build like under the water. Oh, shoot. This is possible. So many interesting things down here. Like, what is this? We're going to farm some of these resources shortly and find out what they are. I quite enjoyed this spot, and I think it's the perfect place to set down a base. So let this begin. After placing down the flame altar, we were allowed to start building. So I placed down some basic foundations just to map this place out so far. Just a little bit to start off with before we can get building. Now we can summon some of our workers that we've already collected. Alchemist, Bard, Farmer, you, Huntress, this guy, Oswald, my man, the OG, and then the new bloke, Captain Melville. Oi, Cap, where you going, bruh? Yes, I know you guys all probably want some beds and stuff, but we need to talk. Oh, you guys need sheltered beds before you do anything? Make some storage, which is kind of my issue at the moment. At the uno momento. With our storage placed down, I then worked on making some walls and some roofs just so our people had some shelter. I had just enough resources to make one single bed, so I slept in it. Sorry guys, you guys missed out. All I needed was some more plant fiber, which thankfully we're in an area that there's a lot of it. Then I could lay down some more beds for our friends. I then dove into the water because I wanted to try and mine some of the resources down here. Soon found out that I couldn't use my pickaxe down here. Can't mine underneath there. Okay, I thought we could. It's okay though, because we found out that we actually need to use this new tool called the mining sieve. It's like an underwater mining thing. What's this? Mother of Pearl? I'm sure it has lots of applications. We found gold and Mother of Pearl, and then the final resource that we discovered was underwater mud. Not as exciting as gold or Mother of Pearl, but I'm sure it's useful. Anyways, I continued working on this base. We don't need just a shelter, we need a nice homely home. And of course, I need to place down some beds for all of our workers. It ain't pretty, but it's gonna work. And I could allow them to sleep in these beds. With our normal base set, I wanted to start working on our underwater base. Yes, we're gonna build a base under this water. I wanted to build this out of the Drac Temple blocks. It looks pretty cool and I feel like it kind of suits an Atlantis type of theme, but a lot of this was a learning process for me. I didn't actually know how this was going to work, but we're just going to place it together and kind of see as we go along. But basically the way this works is you place down all your foundations, get some walls up, and then you can use some of these wall drains to drain out all the water. There's a bit of an art to do this, but once you get it done properly, it works pretty well. Oof, that's crazy. You place a wall drain in, all the water just drains into there. Look at those physics. This is what's crazy. I obviously need to seal this off a little bit more, but I wanted to really test this out. I then needed to add in some more walls and make the wall height a little bit taller. A lot of this time I was just trying to play around with this and try and learn how the physics worked. It's the first time any game has ever done anything like this, so it's completely new to me. This was all submerged before, and now we can just run freely. But if I open this, the water comes flooding back in, and we're just in the water like this. Absolutely wild. Moving on, one of the next features I wanted to test out was the water wheel. The water wheel is an essential item for you to be able to use some of the crafting benches, like this particular crafting bench, the grind mill. It will not function unless you have a water wheel nearby. But I'm going to give you a fair warning, it took me a very long time to figure out how to actually use this thing. You see, you can't just simply place it in water. It won't work. It needs flowing water. And as you can see right here, this water is not flowing, so it won't move. Insufficient force. Okay, so we need to have that running. That's crazy and really cool. So we actually need flowing water, which is crazy. I wonder if there's a way to artificially make flowing water. At this time, I tried putting it in different places to see if it would work, and it just wasn't working. I even placed down some drains near it to see if the draining water would work as enough flow to make it work. That didn't work for me. Don't worry, guys. We do figure out how to get it working later, and it'll all make sense. After failing at testing out the water wheel, I went out to do some exploring. There's so much to see and do in this new update that I had to go check it out. I also had a quest that required me to vanquish 25 Drak, which are these lizard men. They are pretty tough high-level enemies, and my battle mage build is a bit of a glass cannon. I got beaten up pretty bad that I ended up going back to base, and continued working on my underwater build. My goal right now was to make a fully submerged underwater building that had an air pocket inside of it. Because it was so deep, I had to use this diving helmet. I really didn't want to use this straight away because it's something that you unlock a little bit later, but building this was kind of getting difficult and I just wanted to get this done. You see, oxygen became quite a problem. I had to stay underwater for long periods of time that I needed the diving helmet to help me stay underwater. I wanted to try and keep this as like a moon pool so I could exit and enter whenever I needed, straight into the water. Then I placed down some of these drains right here to try and drain out all of the water. I left these windows here to see if they could kind of work, but obviously they kind of weren't. It did though kind of work if I placed the drain on the outside. This ended up being effective. Now the problem that I was kind of faced with was the water was no longer level up top. It just kept sucking in down into the drains. And I didn't really like this. And my moon pool wasn't kind of working like I had expected. This was definitely a me problem because I'm kind of stupid when it comes to this stuff. I know it's all definitely possible, but this is all just an experimental process. I was having a lot of fun with it. Not gonna lie, this is such a cool thing that they've added to this game, and nobody has ever done this before, so it's really damn exciting. This is cool. Like, I built this. After building our underwater base, I had to place down some other crafting benches just to make this our forever home. The one thing that separates this game from any other survival game is how creative you can really be. You can really create some unique designs in your base, that is. Like right now, I'm building a road path just because I can. I also had to add on a separate room because there was so many crafting benches that we needed. Now, the next project I wanted to work on was creating my own waterfall. Yes, because there's water physics in this game, I had to do this. I started by digging a little hole out of the ground to try and make a place that the water could catch in, and then dug out a little stream at the top of this rock formation. And then we go and speak to, I believe it's Oswald? We speak to Oswald right now. Where are you at, bro? Where's the thingy? I need... No, not that. It's over... Crafted in here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, we're looking for this, the water dispenser. And the water dispenser does exactly that. It dispenses water, an unlimited amount. I place that there. Yes! We have water flowing! Water is flowing! I then scaled down the waterfall to see our water flowing in all of its glory. Yes! It's kind of working. We'll, uh-oh. The frick is happening up there? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Did we put too many up there? Maybe we put too many up there. I had placed down multiple water dispensers and had to remove one. It kind of got out of control. Yay! We built our pool. Yes, we built our own pool. That's so sick. I then made some adjustments to our waterfall design and our pool just to kind of make sure that the water stays in this area. I also cut out a little channel to filter the water all the way down from our pool into this large body of lake with hopes that this would create enough flow for our water wheel to work. And it didn't work. It wasn't enough. I then experimented with building a canal right next to my base to make sure it was flush, and this way I could have maximum control over the flow. Placing in a water dispenser and then a drain right at the end. Again, this did not give us enough flow. I even tried placing in the large variation of the water wheel. I don't know why I thought this could have worked, but I tried. Whilst I was stuck on this, I messaged one of my close friends, Kaya on Fire, to see if she could help me out. She does a lot of guide videos on this game and a lot of other games as well, and she's pretty smart when it comes to this stuff. So whilst I was waiting for her reply, we went out to go and do a quest. I thought it might be a good idea to go and unlock one of these ancient spires. And look, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but this spire was definitely different to all the others. I mean, it still had its normal puzzle rooms and dangers, firing boulder rocks, and spikes in the floor that killed me multiple times. Like, it was ridiculous. I died to them a lot. Like, way more than I should have died to them. It was kind of embarrassing. At one point, I even got myself trapped inside this room. Uh-oh. Am I stuck in here? I was completely stuck here, and my only way out was to start back from the start. We did eventually make it to the top and unlocked the Veilwater Basin Ancient Spire. I still hadn't heard back from Kaya yet, so I went to do another quest. We're good. We're in here. One where I had to go and defeat and challenge the Drak leader. This isn't really about all of these kind of things. This is stuff that you should go and experience yourself in this game. I was just trying to kill some time and have some fun. Yes, we did it! Give me your head, stupid. But we had finally heard back from Kaya, and she told me the key bit of information we needed to make the wheel work. Guys, after some testing, my friend Kaya on Fire came through with the goods. We figured out how to do water and how to get this water well going. thought it had to be in flowing water like this. I thought this was enough flowingness, but it was not. If I put it underneath the waterfall, we now have successful moving water wheel. Hell yeah, let's go. And now this thing will work. There we go. See the force? The force is with us right here. The force is with us. They had also added fishing to this update as well, but it's not really my thing. It is actually very handy if you need to catch some fish. Well, you kind of have to do it for some quests. I struggled a little bit with the mini game. Again, I'm stupid. This stuff was hard. Guys, this update is absolutely amazing. I'm really a big fan of everything that they've done. The way that they do water is going to change the entire game forever. I hope other games implement something like this, or Enshrouded expand on it somehow. I've never seen anybody do anything like this before. It's really exciting for gaming as a whole on how that you can control and manipulate water like this and how it reacts. I'm just super amazed by it. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace out, Girl Scout.